Welcome back. Hope you've been understanding the class thus far. In this lesson, we're going to be looking at the paragraph panel. So we have the paragraph panel here. So I'll just get this off and position it there. If you cannot find your paragraph panel, just click, go to your Windows, and you have your paragraph panel somewhere there. So let's dive straight into it. So we're going to be using this to explain the paragraph panel. Generally speaking, when doing certain kind of designs, or let's say when you are into book publication, the industry standard for such is the Adobe InDesign. But let's say you might need to do some kind of write-ups in your work, maybe magazines. Of course, InDesign should be your go-to, but just in case you might need to do some paragraph kind of work in Photoshop, this is how you go about it. So most of the times, let me drag this here, you click your text tool and you draw a text box preferably, and you begin to type, right? And at this point you can play around with your character panel. But let's say you've done and you need to do some formatting. All right, I just played with the character style. I highlighted this, bolded it with my character style, so did in the last video, and some styling and so on and so forth. Okay, so in my paragraph panel, I have all of this, which are very much handy. We have left alignments, the middle, right, and other options will be justified there. So if you observe critically, if I click the left alignment, it is left aligned. Okay, if I click this, it's middle aligned. If I click this, is right aligned. Most of the times for book publication, what we do is we normally use this here, justify last left. If you use this justify all, you have some issues where there will be irregular spacing in between here. So all you need to do is click this, and you are good to go to justify everything for you, but the last line will be justified, will be left aligned, which is what you want for your book designs. Another issue you might have is that if you observe, when you have a write-up like creative, okay, you observe that this creative, there's a hyphen there, okay, which might not be what you will want. So all you need to do is to click hyphenate, and that will be gone. So next thing is that, so another thing is that, let's say you click here, okay, so you could just, let's say I move this to 200. If you observe, this is called indent left margin. So let me put a value there, say 50, click enter. So it just indents a space there. All right, let me have a 0 there. Now here I could just, now this affects the whole paragraph, right? Now if I want to do this to just the first line, I will just come here and put in, let's say 50, and just the first line is affected. Same way, if I come here, I could decide to indent. Let's say I put in my 52. This affects from the right, so indent from the left, indent from the right. All right, so I'm having my cursor here. Now if I increase this to add space before the paragraph, of course there's a paragraph between About Us and Cre8tiverse, so let me add that there, 50. You can see we have that. So if I undo this and I decide to still go in there, click, sometimes you have this issue. All right, and I decide to increase after, that means to affect this space here. So let's say 50, and I have that. So I think that's it. So you now understand how the paragraph panel works. So most of the times when it comes to text formatting, your character panel and your paragraph panel work hand in hand. Okay, thank you for staying through in this video. See you in the next. Please like, share, and subscribe.